Alright, Shalom. I want to give all the praise and all the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So through the Spirit, I'm going to go in the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12. All right. It reads, "When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, and if not from him, yet from the Most High." All right. So we want to help the brethren, That's really the only godly people around us is the brethren, You might have people you minister that listen to the truth. They may not be, in the ministry, but they may listen and believe. But really this is limited, It's limited really to the brethren and to the people you may think, because I know I have people that I minister to that are not in this truth, and Lord's will, the Spirit's working with them, But overall, you really don't want to be helping these wicked people out. All right, verse 3. And Yahweh's going to reward you for that. But that's not why you do it. You do it because, you want to help the brethren. Verse 4. "Give to the godly man and help not a sinner." See? So you see those people on the corner, homeless people, they want money, And sometimes, if it's an Israelite, I may give them $1, some change, whatever, But really, the ones you want to feed are the poor. The poor are the it's a metaphor for the elect. All right, because the elect is the poor. They don't have the riches right now, right? The elect are poor when it comes to this knowledge and this truth. That's why we gotta teach. 'Cause when we teach them, this is what's giving them a change, what's giving them a change of mindset, which it becomes better than money, because wisdom and knowledge is better than silver and gold, right? Better than money. Let's get that real quick, because that's the poor. The poor is the people, the Israelites who are the elect, right? We're supposed to teach them. Let's go to Proverbs 16:16. It tells you, "How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver." See? So this knowledge is better than money, man. It's more valuable than money. Why is that? Because during the day of vengeance, the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the money can't save you. The silver can't save you. The gold can't save you. The guns can't save you. But what can save you is the wisdom, right? Salvation comes to men with wisdom, not men with money. All right. So let's get a quick precept showing you the importance of wisdom over money. It says, Isaiah 33:6, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure." See, so if you fear Yahweh, that not only is that the beginning of wisdom, but it's also treasure. It's likened unto treasure, which treasure is like valuable money, right? But wisdom and knowledge is the true treasure. All right? Just look at the Rothschilds. They got all the money in the world, you know. They got more money than they know what to do with, you see. But are they going to gain salvation because of their money? Hell no. But the men of the Lord who are in this, coming into the fold of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, hey, we got something more valuable than that money. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, whatever you want to call it. 12 and verse 5. It says, "Do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread, and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby. For thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him." All right? So don't even worry about the ungodly. You know, the majority of these people are ungodly, so you really don't have to help them out. Meanwhile, the Christian pastor and his crew are going to go hand out Big Macs on the on the street corner to the homeless. You see, they haven't read this verse. They don't understand the Bible. When it's talking about give to the poor, it's talking about teach this knowledge to the elect. Okay, that's what that means. It don't mean go out and buy 50 Big Macs and hand them out to the homeless. No, that's not what it means. All right, the poor are the Israelites, the elect, more specifically. All right, verse 6. "For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment." See? So the ungodly is going to get punished on the day of wrath, you know? And that's there's no way around that. Verse 7, "Give unto the good and help not the sinner. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity." You see, and ain't that the truth? When everything is going right, when you got a lot of money, when, you know, life is just going your way and everything's in your favor, you really don't know who your true friends are, man. Because everybody's trying to be cool to you. Everybody's trying to be your friend, you know. So this proverb is true, you see. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. Hey, but when shit's going wrong, hey, you can tell who your enemies are, right? Because they're going to be there kicking you while you're down, laughing at you while you're down, you see. Verse 9. "In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart." See? So when you're going through some hard shit, people really don't want to be around people like that. If you know, they've been going through hard times, and if they happen to, you know, sit there and tell everybody about the shit they're going through, you know, people don't want to hear that. So even your friends will depart through adversity. See? Verse 10, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." And we bring this verse out a lot, right? Especially during the Crown Vic, you know? Because why? We were never going to take that jump shot because of this verse, never trust thine enemy. We're never going to take the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord will never take no damn jump shot from the enemy. Verse 11, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed, and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away." Right? So no matter what Esau Edom does, man, he could give you 100 stimuluses, you know. You still don't want to trust him, you know. Verse 12, "Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. neither let him sit at the right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. All right? So never ever trust the enemy, man. No matter what the so-called white man does for you, you never trust him, man. Because in the end, you're going to regret it. When you start trusting the Edomite, when you start trusting these 2/3, you know, they're always going to show you their true colors, man. In the end. Verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? All right. So who's going to pity that charmer that when he's bitten with the serpent, right? That's his trade of work. He's always around serpents. He's the charmer of the serpents. When he gets bit, nobody feels bad for him. Why? Because they expected that. Because at some point, that serpent is going to show its true nature. See? Same thing with Esau Edom. We know that the devil is going to come down with great wrath, right? And he's going to show his horns. So at some point, that serpent is going to show his true nature. Let's get that real quick. So I brought it up. Revelation 12:12, it says, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, because having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. See? Esau Edom knows he has a short time, man. The chariots are popping up everywhere. I just saw a video where a brother did a lesson on 2 chariots were basically harassing a warship. You know? I believe it was an American warship. And you had 2 chariots just literally just fucking with it, harassing it. They haven't released the video, but they did a news article on it, you know? And that was what they said, that the chariots were, they didn't call them chariots, they were calling them UFOs, you know? Or balls of light is what they were calling them in the article. But these balls of light, which were chariots, hey, they're harassing these Edomites. So Esau knows he has but a short time. That's why he's moving fast with his great reset, with his new world order, right? So, you know, we just got to be patient, brothers, and keep pushing, man. Because I know there's days where you just want to, you just want to take a break or be, sometimes you might doubt. That's why you got to be diligent, so that spirit stays on you, you know. Constantly praying. Verse 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Right? What's that saying? Birds of a feather flock together. If you're always hanging out with the ungodly, man, you're gonna be ungodly. Your conversation, because I know how it is. You go around these 2/3, you go around the heathen. Their conversations are useless, man. They're usually profane. They're usually it really just, there's nothing there. It's vanity talking to these 2/3, talking to these heathen. Really, best is to be alone, because at least when you're alone, you're not getting vexed by the conversation of the wicked. See. Verse 15. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. All right. So that's the ungodly, the 2/3, the heathen. They're not going to be there for you when you need them. And that's the difference of the brotherhood, right? Because if a brother's showing diligence, and a brother is, we can see that he's on fire. He's got a true zeal and a passion for this knowledge and this truth. Hey, we'll be happy to help you out when you fall, But you get around them 2/3 and them heathen, it's going to be a different story. They're out. They're Audi 5000 when you fall. Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. See? That's why you don't want to be hanging out with these wicked people, especially if they have a mindset of Esau Edom. You know, they taking on that mindset, that polluted mindset, which the majority of our people have that mindset. Their idea of success is building an empire here in Esau's kingdom, when our idea of success is this knowledge and this truth. It tells you that in Joshua 1:8. It says, the book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and thou shalt have good success. So the true success is this knowledge, this truth. All right? It's not getting a career in Babylon. It's not getting look at this place. Everywhere you look, shit is going bad right now, man. To the point where we're going to have a full-fledged famine very soon, Lord's will, You're not even going to be able to eat. Who's going to be, in these days that we're coming into, you still want to follow the American dream. You want to go to college. You want to go buy a big house. You want to, get a wife. You want to do all these things that were sold to us when we were in slavery. But then when you get in this truth, you realize it's all a bunch of bullshit, Because you get a job and now what? They're laying you off because, you didn't take the jump shot, or they don't have the money to pay like they used to, And your women, if they're not in their right mindset, that's going to be a big old mess, So the American dream is a bunch of bullshit, man. The true success, brothers, is in this truth. Holding on to this truth, learning this truth, so that what we read in Isaiah 33:6, it's going to be the stability of the times that we're coming into, Jacob's trouble. All right, Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. All right, and that's those enemies. They will too. They'll pretend to help you, like Esau Edom. He's pretending to help the 2/3 and the heathen by giving them their stimulus. But then when you pump in all that money into the economy, what does that do? That brings inflation. Yeah, so you got more money now, but now everything you buy is more expensive, whether it's gas, bread, whatever. So he's really undermining you. When you get undermined, let's look that word up real quick. Undermine. Erode the base or foundation of. That's what it is. Right? So that's what he's doing. He's eroding the foundation. You might think you have a lot of money with his stimulus packages, with his, you might think you're going to be safe and healthy with his jump shot, But really, he's undermining you. He's undermining you in the process. Verse 18, he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. All right, and that's the characteristics of the wicked. It's shady, right? Shady as fuck. So you can't trust the enemy, man. Just to kind of summarize this chapter, hey, you don't want to be handing out money to the wicked, to the ungodly, Really, the only friends you have in this truth are the brotherhood, And as we grow in this knowledge and grow in this truth, you start to see that, hey, you you start to see that this place is so vexing, man. You can't. It's hard to be around people who are outside of this truth, outside of the temple, outside of the congregation, outside of the body. It really is, man. You go around them, and then everything they're talking about, they're speaking about, is this below you, really. And it sounds messed up, but it's true. You know, when you become part of this knowledge, part of this truth, your mind is different, man. You don't want to sit there and talk about some bullshit. You know, it doesn't do you no good. It's a waste of time. As we know, the days are shortened. You know, we have to go out there and make our money to pay our bills because we're still in captivity. And then when you're done doing that, you have a small window to do everything else, right? Whether if you want to go exercise or work out or you know, make you some food. Hey, man, these days fly by. You see. So really, it's not efficient for you to be kicking it with these 2/3 and these heathen, man. We're coming into some serious times, some dark times, where we should use the time that we have now to be preparing mentally and spiritually for what's about to come, you know. That's going to be our stability, you know. The 2/3 of the heathen, it's going to hit them like a ton of bricks. You know, they're not going to know why things are happening. They're not going to understand why things are happening. But the men of the Lord, we're going to understand things, you know. And the Spirit's going to guide us. You know, like in that movie, The Book of Eli, that dude was blind, but guess what? He was led by the Spirit. See, so that was Yapa part in the movie, that he was actually a blind man being led by the Spirit. So we actually have something to direct us, something to lead us, the Comforter, you know, and we shouldn't take that lightly, you know. You know, use this knowledge and this wisdom because it's an advantage. You see? It's an advantage that we have that the heathen and the 2/3 don't have, man. So I got to make some shekels, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. So I want to give all the praise and all the glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Ha Rekah Quadash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect.